Next driver up.
Who's on deck?
My driver. Driver of the number 2 Penske, Brad Keselowski.
Big Bad Brad.
Yeah, that's right. Primary sponsor, Miller Lite, and also he has Worth and Alliance. This guy right here was a 2012 champion. I got on board with him back in 2014 because I wanted somebody that I knew was going to compete every lap. Forget every week, forget every race, but every lap. And this guy has not let me down.
Nope.
He's been in the chase. Last year he ended up in 4th position, and I mean they scraped, they scraped him and his crew chief Paul Wolf to get into the chase and then to maintain their way through it. They won a race at Talladega again, which people thought was going to be impossible. All right, so again, 4th place. He had 3 wins last year. He had 15 top 5s and 21 top 10s. How many was he running at the finish?
He was running at the finish 31 races.
31 races. So what that tells you is that regardless of trouble or whatever happens, this guy is going to give you 100% effort. And you can't ask for a lot more than that from your driver, right?
No, he's been racing full time since 2010.
Yep.
He began at age 24, and he won his first race at Talladega in 2009, and then his last win was at Talladega.
Oh yeah, I remember that first one because Carl Edwards was in the catch fence.
Oh,
I forgot about that one. It was kind of like a war, whatever kind of went on. But
and through his career, he has 24 wins over his 305 races. So that's pretty good.
Hey, listen, again, solid pick. Can't go wrong. Will be there. Ford guy, so so he has his teammates over there at Penske with Joey Logano, and now they're adding Ryan Blaney.
YRB.
Yeah, YRB. Shout out to Glass Case of Emotion.
I see you.
We see you, bro. So anyway, but back to Brad Keselowski. This guy, pick him, go with him. I don't have a lot to say other than look at that. Look at us, man. We're homies. Who's next?
Driver.
Next driver. Yeah. Whew. Yeah.
I'm happy about it.
Kevin Harvick. Oof. It's hard to say, but he's.
Listen, I'm going to say it up front.
Yeah, please get some.
I am not a fan of his. We kind of have fights amongst ourselves sometimes, meaning Kyle and Harvick, but what I can not take away from him is that he's a really, really good driver. And so if I had to choose a driver, he would be on my top 5 list of people to choose from because he drives the wheels off his car.
Okay, let's talk about this guy, right?
All right.
He's driving Ford. He's driving for Stewart Haas Racing, right?
Okay.
And his primary sponsor is Busch Beer, keep it classy, Jimmy John's.
Quick, really quick.
Yeah, and then Mobil 1 as well.
Okay.
They get their power from Roush Yates. These guys are rolling. This guy right here is a champion too, right?
Yeah. What year did he win?
2014. This guy won at his first year at Stewart Haas Racing, which is unbelievable if you think about it. You make that change. Going over to a new organization, and you don't just perform well, get a couple wins. You actually win the whole dang thing.
Yeah, he's been racing full time since 2001. So
right.
that's 17 years.
For sure. Yeah, I mean
he's a veteran, a proven veteran. So he finished 3rd last year behind Truex and Busch.
Yeah.
And he had 14 top 5, 23 top 10s. His average start was 8.8, and his average finish is 11.1.
For sure, and this guy almost has legend status because let's not forget that he took over the Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s ride after that unfortunate accident in 2001. And what did he do a couple races later? He goes into Atlanta and beats Jeff Gordon in a photo finish, which. At the time I was Jeff. That was the one time I was I was actually okay with Jeff Gordon losing a race. I mean, for Kevin Harvick has been a fighter, his entire career, But then he's had some incidents, of course, like with my driver, that pushing Keselowski into a fight with Jeff Gordon, which is whatever, dude. What else we got here? I mean,
Well,
tell me
he's,
something about him. What did he?
He has won the Daytona 500,
Oh,
the
geez.
Brickyard. He's a Brickyard 400 winner.
Yep.
He has won the Coke 600 twice.
Yep.
He was the Rookie of the Year in 2001 and has finished in the top 10 since 2010.
Really?
Yeah. So he's a proven commodity.
Yeah. You know, again, if you look at him, every week he's giving you max effort too, and he is one of the best listens on a scanner. I'm talking back and forth with his crew chief and team as anybody. I mean, he's telling these guys exactly how it is. He changes pit crews when they don't have it together. He's mad at Rodney Childers, his crew chief. He's
Now, but at home he doesn't wear the fire suit. It's his wife, his wife.
You know what? So she had to get this in about Delana. Old Delana used to wear a fire suit to the track, but you know now they got a couple of kids. You can't be doing that. But hey, Kevin Harvick, if you like another one that's going to be hooking and jabbing, Kevin Harvick's your guy. I don't know if I have anything else to say about this guy. I can't.
Well, he was the champion in Xfinity Series 2001 and 2006.
Well, fantastic news.
Just more championships.
Okay.
All right. That's it. How about the next driver?
All right, let's do it. All right, next up,
Chase Elliott, driver of the number 9 car.
9.
Yeah, well, he was 24 when he took over for Jeffo, but he wants to go back to the 9 car.
Why?
Because awesome. Bill Dawson.
Awesome. Awesome Lynn Dawson. Awesome. He was great on Family Feud.
What's his dad's name again?
Awesome Bill from Dawsonville.
Oh, that's it. I did like the Family Feud guy better though. So he.
Wanna give me a kiss?
Oh no! He drives for Hendrick Motorsports. His crew chief is Alan Gustafson. He drives the Chevy car. His primary sponsors are Napa, Sun Energy, Kelly Blue Book, Mountain Dew, and Hooters.
Oh yeah, well that's awesome. I mean, let's talk about this guy. I mean, he's won some. He finished. Okay, look.
Listen.
He finished 5th
Last year,
and you know we know he had the dust up with Denny Hamlin. I'm sorry, James Hamlin. That
goes by Denny. It's Denny time.
Mama named him James. I'm calling him James. So he gets the dust up with that guy, right? I mean, but he's won so many races.
Listen, he's only been in the sport full time since 2016.
This guy right here, look at all the wins.
He's only been in the Cup Series for 2 full years.
Let me count him.
Okay, so he's never won. So that's an easy count, even by my standards.
He's getting ready to take over as being probably NASCAR's favorite driver, NASCAR's most popular driver because, well, why not?
Well, we'll start listing the reasons why he should be.
Okay, here, let's go. Woo,
Okay.
let me do it. Career highlight. 2-time Daytona 500 pole winner.
Not race winner. Pole.
Yeah, well, he was 2016 Rookie of the Year, right? Okay. And listen, Chase Elliott, I'm going to be fair. He probably should have won at least 2 races last year, but he wasn't able to close the deal. You know, unlike, there's some other young drivers that are his age that have been able to close the deal. So, to me, I demand excellence, okay? And he's in good equipment. What's so funny? I demand it.
Demand it.
So anyway.
But last year, he finished 5th, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And he had no wins.
Yeah. I got that straight.
12 top 5s, 21 top 10s. His average starts 10.8 and his average finish is 12. That's pretty good.
Guy has led a lot of laps. He's done a lot of great things on the track. I need to see a little bit more personality for him. But I will say this, if you are looking for a young driver in a really good situation, Chase Elliott, you probably can't go wrong. He's going to go out. I predict he's going to win a couple races this year. And he'll be back in the chase. Okay. So, sure. Okay.
I say he doesn't win and for another year or so because I don't think he has the intestinal fortitude to drive it in there when he needs
Do
to.
they have the intestinal fortitude?
Elle has the intestinal fortitude to do it.
Okay. Okay, I'm done with him.
Done.
Next driver.
Next driver. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what time it is? It's Denny time. That's right.
All right, so we're getting ready to talk about James Hamlin.
He goes by Denny. He's the driver of the number 11 car for
James is.
Denny for Joe Gibbs Racing. Teammates of Kyle Busch
Woo!
and Daniel Suarez.
Yeah. What else we got here?
Okay.
FedEx is his sponsors along with Sports Clips and all that stuff, right?
That's right. He's been full-time in the Cup since 2006. So he's been running about 13 years.
13 years.
He did get a win his first year in 2006. So that's pretty impressive to go out there your first full-time year and get a
Where did he
win.
win? He won at Pocono. Got it.
Okay, so last year he finished 6th. And he had 2 wins, 15 top 5s, 22 top 10s, average start 8.4, that's great, and average finish of 11.6.
This is one, guys. It's a conundrum when it comes to Denny Hamlin, right? Because if you look at him and his career, he very well could have won a couple of championships already, including last year, if he wouldn't have gotten to the dust-ups with old nepotism Elliott.
Not his name, it's Chase.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm mixing these names up. Chase Elliott.
And so he won the Daytona 500 in 2016. We saw the car.
Oh yeah, we did see that car. We
when
went
we
there.
went to tour Daytona Speedway.
Please go and do that
Side
tour.
note.
Yeah, side note. If you go to Daytona, before you go over to the beach or when you come back from the beach, stop over at the Speedway and take that tour. It's unbelievable.
All right, back to Denny time. He's a 3-time Sprint Unlimited winner. He was a 2015 All-Star winner, and he's the first rookie to ever qualify for the Chase in 2006
Well, that's
as
fair.
a rookie.
That's
and
fair.
he was Rookie of the Year in 2006.
Yeah, and that's all well and good. But what I want to see is a championship out of that guy. I mean, he other than that, he's like Dan Marino. You know, it's what?
Okay, stop making this stuff so personal.
All right, Karl Malone. I mean, Jesus.
Man. All right. So he's a good driver who performs consistently throughout the season.
The guy's gonna win a race. He's gonna dominate races and then not win them.
He has 31 wins across his career.
Oh yeah, and that there's something to be said for that. But I want to see the baby. Don't
Well,
you?
he has 2.
You see the baby? I want to see the little baby.
You do not.
I want to see the championship baby.
Like this?
Not that championship baby. Ridiculous. All right, so he's from Virginia, so naturally he's good at Martinsville. He's good at Richmond. He is a good driver for you guys to follow. Obviously, anybody that we're talking about this early can win every week
That's right.
and will most likely be in the chase.
That's
Next driver.
Next driver.